Mercy back here again with another video. Now, as I said before, how Stormzy'S house got stormed by the police. One day that will work, okay? Now his house got stormed by the police, okay? And I'm going to read or go through Twitter's reactions to Stormzy'S house getting robbed, okay? Now Twitter's reactions, not robbed, but getting stormed by police because they thought that Michael Omari burgled Stormzy. Or Stormzy burgled. Shots long, okay? Now this is Steve. This is Stevie saying they're getting way too big for their boots, okay? Tabernacle said they did the same S to me 5 days ago. Tried saying it was for burglaries. Yet I wasn't arrested. At least you still have a door. You know when someone makes a story and he was say me too, but everyone's like, fam, you're not relevant. Bam, okay? Now this is from Met Contact Center, the police itself, okay? Saying, hi, if you wish to make a complaint, please DM us so we can take some details. Thanks. Jesus Christ. And then Yunus Omari or Emre says, I wish to make a complaint on blatant and institutional racism, destruction of private property. Is it really racism? I don't know if it's really race, because I don't know. Maybe what you lot think is race. I don't think. Maybe, I don't know, okay? Jason Mazza said, I know the tour is sold out, but surely there's easier way to get tickets, but on the level, liberties, okay? Now, Tom Foddock said, Dix, okay? Boya said, bro, you need to put these feds on blast on live TV. They need to be made accountable for their actions. Let's do this interview, okay? Now, a guy called Therese S said, but wait, I don't believe what I'm seeing. Just shake my head. A company called M Police Violence said, if you want to pursue a complaint against the police, we have a monthly outreach that can support you, okay? And then Dr. Merlin Hanako said, is it really? Make a complete interview to the police about police. That will help. You owe whatever. Look, now, okay, let me just read it. And then Mark Clay, he added Stormzy and he added the Met Police and said they were after those tickets where they're sold out. And then, to be honest, the thing is that people say, everyone says race. I don't know. Is that what you think? They think it's institutional racism, okay? Most people are saying, Sean said, tell the police complaints commission and get them sacked, to be honest. George said, sacked for what? They obviously done it for a reason. Heard the other side of the story first. And it's true. They don't just go randomly to houses. They, as I said before in the other video, they must have been tipped off first before they said, let's go inside. And they must be tipped off first, okay? That's a problem, okay? Loretta Da Silva said, sorry to hear that. My daughter was kicked down 2 months back. And they all said to me, wrong house, had to fix the door myself. Wow, now that was really bad. Kyle Jones says, looks like the Met Police are getting way too big for their boots. Neb L said, big black Ghana man, light up your front door. Boom. Fashion Love and whatever said, feds is feds. But it shows that someone in your neighborhood decided you didn't belong. That's a real worry. Someone from his neighborhood could have said that. Someone from his neighborhood could be racist, okay, from where he lives. Because I mean, he's rich. He obviously lives in a nice house, okay. And unfortunately, when it comes to nice houses, it's usually occupied by middle class white people or white people who don't really like black people, okay. And they could have said that, yo, just to piss this guy off, just make Stormzy move out of the area. So it could be one of his neighbors, okay. So it could be one of his neighbors. That's a good point, okay. Mr. Lee Jasper said, as a former director for London, I'm happy to assist. DM me if you can. Like, this is the same thing, bro. Little Mama said, sorry, had to go through this. Yeah. And then Ashley Verse, or AV, said, they're gonna give you one dead piece of wood door, makes man yard look like a big shed. See? Now, it's unfortunate now. Now, the police and the... But the police need to realize, okay, that people need to realize that it's not the police itself, okay? They, where I think it works, okay? They got a tip off, okay? And obviously they're doing their job, okay? Because imagine like if it was a more serious thing, okay? And someone's house actually got burgled, but then they didn't respond to the thing because it was a joke, because they thought they didn't take it serious. They're just doing their job. They need to go for the person who gave the police the tip off in the first place. That's where they're magnifying glass needs to go to. Who tipped off the police in the first place? Who was it? That's what we need to do in the first place. Jerome Maserati says that guilty of being black while in ownership of the door. Bree said, I think you can file a claim for reimbursement and they should pay you back, to be honest. Lorna Ashton Scott said, you must be special. I thought they were too busy to fill up burglaries. You normally get a crime number if lucky. Now, Khan said, black men can't wear all black and have a nice yards anymore. That's true. Damien Guile said, would you like to talk about The Guardian about it? Would make a good story for us, okay? And then Leslie said, diss track incoming. Imagine diss track to the police. Letter to Met Police. Fantastic, okay? And then Nikki SDMD said, damn, I would have made them clean it up before they left. Really? Really? You made them clean them up. You, one man versus 4 police officers with batons and handcuffs. You made them clean it up. Fair enough. Yeah. That's the... But at least the Met Police reacted themselves, which is actually kind of mad. And yeah, that's... May said, Stormzy Met Police, he added them both. Reminds me when Jamie used to get pulled over every day for having a nice car in a not so nice area. And then this guy called Skrilla said, man's got a spare door if you need it. If you need to borrow it still. So yeah, that's what many things are saying. Yeah, that's it. And most people who are commenting were fans saying, oh, so for Stormzy. No one has really mocked him yet. Someone has said, mate, why are sky cables coming out of your cupboard? You're never too big for the boot. Still taxpayers, numpties, need to improve that security. Not good. For flip's sake, any excuse, hope you didn't show them your prop, get accused of stealing your own money. Property, yeah. Something, yeah. So people saying, that's the main reaction, okay? That the Met Police reacted themselves saying, yo, DM us, okay, and tell us what you think. The Guardian, I guess other kind of journalists were saying, yo, text up, give us a story, give us an interview, let's get that story out there. You're a big guy, so you have a bigger influence in terms of getting the police in trouble. And people saying, more educated people are saying, yo, there must be something behind it, okay? Now, whenever an action happens, make sure you look what happened before the reaction, what caused the reaction, what was the catalyst, okay? Now, obviously, I think, now the most plausible reason is there because police won't go to random houses, okay? They're not... Yes, they're racist, but that wastes their time. You know, they're not that kind of racist. Like, they go to the black man's world thinking, screw it. Roger, bang it down, man. Let's go inside. Like, no police officer is going to go that far, I think, personally, okay? I think that the most plausible reason I think this happened is someone in his neighborhood obviously doesn't like black people, okay? Or they don't like how a black guy, 6'3" Ghanaian, is making it with a beautiful girl from BMI. They think, how? Why? Okay, no. And then obviously complain to the police that, yo, they think that the house, let's say it's number 5, that house has been burgled. Please, go and check it out. I feel threatened. I feel scared. He might come and burgle my house next. And then they went into there, burgled Stormzy's house. Okay, so is it the police fault or is it the person who complained in the first place fault? Okay, because the police is just reacting on the reports they get. If they don't react and something bad happens, the police could easily lose a job. They could easily get fired. That's why for every report that they get, or most reports that they get, especially in a more middle class area, they have to react like, oh my god, let's go. Okay, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it plans out. If you want me to do a part 2 to this, meaning reacting to more comments, okay, this gets 80 likes. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, let's back here again with another video. Peace, love, and